Today, we are going to be discussing about how to enhance domestic tourism here in Ghana. And I have to tell you, we have a gentleman by name Joseph Amartey who is seated and is ready to tell us what you and I need to know about domestic tourism, what we are missing. If you haven't traveled this whole year, this is the time that I'll urge you to take notes. There are very special places here in Ghana that you can take your family and friends to. So please, let's take some time, relax, and listen. This is going to be very, very interesting. Dada Joseph, a very good morning. Good morning. You're laughing. That means it's good.
Yes.
Good morning. What's saying?
Akwaba.
All right. Me didn't come and make us say, you on man this whole year, no cream on 2 kwanko baby otifie, you know, from work to the home, to church, to market, to where? Just basic places that be around that time. But when we talk about domestic tourism, what are we talking about? What is the grassroots when we're looking at domestic tourism?
Yeah, and I'm so happy say Mama made the opportunity to be part of this today's discussion.
Thank you.
Okay, about the whole year, we crying 2 kind of year. 5 years cry, we na 2 kind. Yeah, take 1 year. You know, because Ghana, or let me say Africa, we don't make it deliberately say we have to add that to our yearly itineraries or yearly plans. It's all about work. But then there are so many factors that also influence that.
Okay.
Before I say, let me use this opportunity to say a very good morning and congratulations to COP Ebenezer Doku, whom Tourism Society of Ghana has appointed currently as a board member of the Tourism Society of Ghana, bringing the police closer to tourism, because
nice.
I like the discussion today, the role of every Ghanaian in promoting domestic tourism. The sector of where I'm coming from, which is Tourism Society of Ghana, our core mandate is to promote domestic tourism from the grassroots. Now, promote domestic from the grassroots, like you talk about, when we talk of tourism or domestic tourism, what do we mean here? We realize that if we want to promote tourism, we need to start from our home. Like the saying goes, charity begins at home. You cannot be here and be making noise of other attractions out of your country. I'm talking about the country. Even if you live in Accra, people make noise of other sites, forgetting that even where they live, they have sites. They have not even visited those sites before. Accra here. We have the Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum, the GMMB, that's the Ghana Museum and Monument Board. We have the Shy Hills, we have the Makola Market, which is also a tourist attraction site. People haven't even visited all these places before. But what I said from the beginning is we don't add it as part of our lives. It is the reason why. When you go to other countries, they make sure that within the year, as I'm planning, I know I'm working 1 full year, I have 1 month to go on leave, whether private sector or government sector, I need to go for leave. And the leave, how am I planning my leave? I need to take, let's say, a week out of my leave, visit an attraction site. One reason, we don't make deliberate attempt. 2, we also don't know the benefit of traveling or the tourism itself. But then if we should take time to educate ourselves or read more about tourism, no one will even tell you to make time for tourism or make time to travel.
Mr. Amartey, you said the benefits of tourism. You are promoting it from the grassroots, and you're looking at the family and society. Let's start. Tell us about the benefits.
Well, benefits, it cuts across so many sectors. We have the health benefits of tourism when you travel.
Health benefits.
Health benefits.
Okay.
We also have the psychological benefits. Psychologically, when you travel, you have also a benefit. We also have a business benefit and then education. We say that there are 3 main reasons why one travel. Either you travel for business, you travel for leisure, or you travel for education. whether you like it or yes. Even if you go for, we even have funeral tourism, but I wouldn't even go there because recently
That's the new one, right?
Yes, I wouldn't even go there. So let's look at these three sectors, the benefits. Me patch you. Inti share benefits here America. Like I said, the three areas why one must travel for educational purpose, for business purpose, and for leisure purpose. And I can say, obi why depressed? Or transfisa and any marital issues, challenges. Into your feel say they be no say ya cannot share them and
boxed in one place.
That kind of stuff. Trust me, if these people should make it, I mean, say every month at least, I would like to travel to an attraction site, go to the beach, just sit there, watch enjoy the breeze. That alone will refresh your mind. When you look at Christians today, we go to church and we sing, when I look at the mountains, I look at the valleys, I look at the sea, oh my Lord, you are God. See,
I've just seen the mountain.
That's a good one.
We sing that song. Yeah, we sing that song. Yes, that's about when I look at
That one is a strong. That one they give you both
so that I'll come there. You know, so we just go to church. This one directly to the Christians. They can't
Crazy Christ.
He's so excited.
my dinner with them.
Why do that? Okay.
My dinner with them, yeah.
Say, yeah, can there tourism now? Maybe can say they Christians must even patronize tourism or experience tourism than even any other people.
I don't think it's for worldly people.
It is wrong, and that's the reason why we, Tourism Society of Ghana, we have come out with a concept we call Leadership in Christ Seminar on Tourism and Culture. And our next edition is happening at Sin Fusu on the 27th of this month. We are doing this conference. We have partnered Assemblies of God at Sin Fusu District and the Presby at Sin Fusu District there. And we are doing this Leadership in Christ Seminar on Tourism and Culture. We have invited churches. It's going to be Krabeshe. We've done it because we need to educate the people. People must understand, like you just said. And to say, can't benefit now. Time factor. And to say, the topic is so broad. So we have the psychological benefit. I said we have the health benefits.
Health
we also
benefits.
have Good. Now, when you go to hospital, even, you know, the colors there or the kind of decorations they do, they don't just do decorations.
It's intentional.
It's intentional. You're a hospitaler. What you see alone, a heliu, some percentage.
Is it government or private hospital? Because private hospital now tell beautiful flowers and all of that.
Thought of, you know,
it should be in both public and private.
Yes,
like I'm saying.
You.
And
the psychiatric
hospital, that one it will even come there. It should be in all the hospitals. And ask yourself, who are the producers of these very artworks? They belong to the tourism sector. The visual artists, they do all these things. But unfortunately, most of the visual artists also don't put premium on themselves. You see a visual artist and you ask them, what do you do? No, I'm not doing work, I'm just painting small. And that's a big job for tourism. And that is a business benefit aspect there. So when you go to hospital, like I said, you see these things and it heals you. You see a flower's position somewhere, you see some artwork, I mean, someone sitting, holding some pot or that kind of stuff. All these things read meaning. So that is one of the health benefits I could talk of. Like I also said, at times you realize that when you are even sick, doctors deliberately ask you that you need to walk around, the exercise. It's not about walking around. Some people, when they are even sick, they need to see people. Some have been in rooms for months, weeks. You need to go out there, see people, see how people do their things. Trust me, you even go to marketplace and see how people do their daily activities. That alone heals people. When you see the activities going on, you go to the beach, see how these fishermen pull their nets with the kind of song enjoying.
And then they will sing,
you know, that can have a gunman. I was once a fisherman to say. So, you know, it's so interesting. So all these things heals people. Now, let's look at the psychiatric hospital that you made mention. Those who are so much depressed. There are a lot of people in psychiatric hospitals today, not because they are so much mentally sick, but depression has taken many people to hospitals today, and they need tourism. They need to travel
you
away
think they
from
should bus all of them and take them to like Dodi Forest or Shah Hills, you know, once in a while?
Those are the psychiatric hospitals.
And some of them, those who can go,
I wish
government,
or I wish we could do that. That is very necessary, because I was in a program yesterday and the pastor told me that there was one old lady who always comes to the church. Anytime she comes to the church, she sits so quiet. And she noticed this woman has a problem, and she put the lady the old lady in an orphanage to take care of the children. So that was where they realized that this woman had some mental issues, and it was not just a mental issue. It was she was depressed. And one of the things that could hit such people is about going out, talking to people. People need that. This abuse that happens in our marital homes, most of the solutions are tourism, trust me.
Like you are saying, the couple should go out.
Couples should go out. No, 100%. 24/7 you are in the house.
Yeah.
You think, you know, especially those who are housewives. I pity them. And I'll plead that at least let's give our wives, our husbands, that exposure to travel out there. And on this note, we have come what we call Liberty Card. Because we realize that some of them could not also travel because of the cost involved.
Yeah, I was coming to that. That cost is one of the biggest impediments to domestic tourism. So how are you helping with that?
Yeah, like I said, if you plan for it, you can definitely meet that travel or that thought. Because we haven't planned, we feel because if you have not you have not made provision for that travel. But if you think, okay, next month I love to travel, I'm expecting A, B, C, D amount. The travel is not about, you see, there's a saying that you cut the coat according to your
material. Your cloth,
exactly.
Right?
So let's say, for example, you're staying around Accra zone. You don't need to take so much transport to get to Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum, get to National Museum, get to Osu Castle. You don't spend too much money to do that. And then also, if you want to even travel out of your jurisdiction and it is well planned, you can definitely really travel. The cost, I'm not disputing the fact that there's cost involved, transportation, attraction site fee, feeding, and even if you want to sleep over, accommodation. But all this, when it is well planned, you can really make it. And the Liberty Card I'm talking about, which of course will be launching very soon, that Liberty Card is just like health insurance card. So you get it one time. The whole year, you pay about, small money, about 100 cedis or less. And this card, you could use the card to visit all the attraction sites of which tourism sites are going to have business with, free of charge. So you happen to go for a funeral, perhaps around Cape Coast Castle, and you feel like, oh, it's within, there's a site around. You can just use your Liberty Card, visit the place. From there, you go to Kakum National Park. The same card, visit Kakum National Park.
Paying less?
You won't pay anything.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but that's good. I need you to explain that before we come to it. So if you have the Liberty Card, Papa, you actually say, mo pese mo construct hwa ya na sikase munti nkono. Abanshi she BBS your friend Liberty Card.
Liberty Card.
Ghana
Tourism Society of Ghana.
Tourism Society of Ghana. Tourism Society of Ghana. Or see Liberty Card, no betu ya BB to say 100 cedi even less. To work card na, ubetu be the akọ baby
yes, like
you won't
pay anything. Even those within the basic and senior high school, they are not paying up to 50 cedis the whole year. So when your child is going for a tour, you need not to worry your head paying extra money for attraction fee. The child will just use a Liberty Card to visit. And this project, we have partner Ghana Education Service and then the Ghana Tourism Authority. It's a 3 partnership project that we are doing. Also to make sure, one, we encourage Ghanaians to travel. And once you have the card, just like a Visa card, you have saved in advance. So as you are here, you want the whole of Mass TV to go on a tour. at least once they have their Liberty cards, they don't hassle.
Okay, 2 questions. If I have my Liberty card and I want to visit Cape Coast Castle, can I go 3 times in a year or just once?
Yes, for now, you can go to Cape Coast Castle once.
Okay.
You can go to Every Garden once. You can go to Booty Waterfalls once. We want you to at least leverage on the card to visit all other sites, because one person may use one card to be visiting just one site.
Okay.
What happens to the other site?
Okay.
But in future, we may open the operation so that you can visit multiple
So if you
times.
visit a site and you're going back, you have to then
You
pay.
have to then pay.
Oh,
But we
okay.
are
Okay.
But we are having some sort of negotiations with the site, so that once you have a Liberty card, you go once you want to visit again, you either pay a very reduced, price. You should be getting some sort of discount to enable you.
If we have the Liberty card, and because of that we pay just once a year, how are these beautiful things going to be maintained? We're seeing the beautiful sites on welcome to Afajato,
Yeah.
So all of that. So how do we maintain this? Is the Cape Coast Castle.
Yes.
How do we maintain it
Yeah,
if we're paying just once?
Yeah.
Because they need the monies they collect. That's Kakum National Park.
Sure.
The monies they collect is used to maintain this.
The
So if we
site.
pay just once, how do they? That's the Larabanga.
Larabanga boss.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how do we maintain?
That's a very big question.
Already it's deteriorating. Look at it. Apotobi brain na aye hu. Na also me into as I say.
Yes. We are not saying you are not paying, because others go there without a Liberty card, which they pay. Toronto Society of Ghana is an association that has over 70,000 membership nationwide.
Okay.
And then one of the things we are trying to do for the members and the general public is to make sure that they benefit in the way also encouraging them to travel. So these monies they use, we also look for sometimes sponsorships to support some of these things. And then the monies they pay, trust me, we use most of this money to support the attraction site of which they visit. So definitely that's one provisions are made.
You and I would have to do our best to maintain a tourist site and to promote tourism. What can the average Ghanaian do to promote tourism?
Well, locally, at least, let me say now, for the sake of social media, when you want to promote something or promote a site, you visit the site, you must take a picture of it, show to a friend, tell a friend about where you have visited, the benefit of it. But unfortunately, when we visit sites or Ghanaians, we rather come out and say the bad aspects of the site. What I'm trying to say is that that one is also there.
You want us to sugarcoat it?
Not sugarcoating it, though. But what I'm trying to say is that she's talking about promoting it. So if you want to promote it, you can't promote a bad thing, though. When you go to other countries, you don't know things that happen, but we don't see them here. So what I'm trying to say is that as every Ghanaian, because of the question she asked about individual responsibility to promote domestic tourism, when you go to the site and you see something that is so bad, I think the best thing a good Ghanaian is to approach the authorities, advise them. Most of them take advice a lot. Tell them, I came to your facility, this is wrong, this is bad, this is this. So I think next time, if you should do it this way, it will help. And then look at the good aspect, then you can promote it. But you cannot just go when people just go, they only see the negative aspect, and that is the only thing they promote. So when you bring out those things, no, it won't encourage anybody to visit again.
Let's look at this, because when you go to South Africa, Lesotho, all of these other countries, they are just like Ghana. And sometimes Ghana is even better placed economically than some of these people. But they place premium on tourism so much that so you go and visit there.
Yeah.
And you enjoy. There are bad things there. But mostly maybe you can rate them 75, 80%. And so but when you come to Ghana and you don't experience those things, and the money here you know.
Yeah, it is individual attitude. You know, it is individual attitude in the sense that even the site that we do, most of the messes that we see are even the tourists who cause them there. You see see Kwame Mausoleum. Just few months ago, we realized that we have really renovated the place. It looks so beautiful. Let's give ourselves like 5 years to come. Though we have a natural maintenance issue that must be taken care of by the site, but people who also go there, the facilities. Someone may see something that you do not even sit on, they sit on it. People see facilities that they say, don't touch it, they touch it.
But that's why you have security guards who are supposed to guide people through these things. To say, don't go here, don't do that, and all of that. And if these people are being taken care of, they will be doing their work very well.
The fact that they are taking care of it doesn't mean people deliberately have to cause them to stop. You see, you drink, we know we have Zoom lion. People even drink water, walking by the street, they throw the stuff down.
Which is
because
wrong, yeah?
that's why I talk about attitude, because you can't say because government is paying or has contracted Zoom lion, so when you eat, you just throw it anywhere for Zoom lion to come and pick. You know, that's where the angle I am coming from. So if we have as this individual attitude, okay, we all want to grow the system, we want to grow our tourism sector, we want to advertise the tourism sector or promote the tourism sector, then we all have a role to play as individual. Like he made reference to other countries here, Okohua. Yes, they are doing so well. Some countries has not even got the natural resources, but today their attraction sites are on the map.
Oh, yeah.
That's why Ghanaians even factor to travel out of the country for sightseeing than even visiting their own attraction sites they have here in the country. So I feel if we should all change our attitude, we should all plan deliberately, say, promote to Niayewo or her as Ghanaians. We want to put Ghana on the map. Of course, we all put money in the pocket of everyone. When we talk of tourism, it's not only about attraction sites, but we look at the people who are doing business that are, or which are tourism related. See this nice African print, the kaftan you are wearing. This is number one tourism. No, as you wear this, you look more African. Two, you have put money in the pocket of a fashion designer, of a Ghanaian. No, you go to a joint, you buy wache to eat, you have put money in the pocket of that Ghanaian. When you go to an attraction site, don't forget the fact that you are not only enjoying the site, you are also helping people grow in different diverse ways. Even say a trucker now the kokra, you put money in the pocket of the transport manager or that truck driver. The food you eat, you put money in the pocket of that watch seller at that joint. The hotel you sleep, you put money in the pocket of someone. So you as an individual, look at the value chain. You alone visit an attraction site, the value chain is so huge. So we always advise that we all need to have a role and a reason of promoting domestic tourism and making sure that at least we come out with the best, not the worst, because the worst will always destroy the sector. And like I said, as the security say something, say something.
Yeah.
The same thing when you see a friend within a site or who is trying to market the attraction site in the negative direction, you can advise.
You are here talking about domestic tourism and how to enhance it. I would want to ask, what is the line of action that you people have taken in the course of a year to deliberately knock on the doors of Ghanaians to say this is where we can actually also boost our economy? Do you have an action like that?
Yes, the industry has what we call national development plan, but then that, of course, the industry is following to do that. What we are talking about, it's about publicity, education, and advocacy. And I can say on authority that the Ghana Tourism Authority, for the past 2 years, they have done so well to engage the leadership of the tourism sector, especially the private sector. And on that note, they have also partnered with the private sector, which we have the PPP 10, and they've been doing a series of training for the hospitality, the facility managers, like the restaurants, the choba, the hotels. They've been doing programs for them, leadership trainings for them. Why are they doing that? They get access to the customers or those clients who visit, and they need to really enhance on their customer service. That is one. Two, we also need to do what we call tourism education. We, as Tourism Society of Ghana, that is one of the things that we are doing. We are doing purely tourism education. But to answer your question, our structure here, we have started from the basic and senior high school. So the GES has given us the national right to go to all schools across the country to establish tourism clubs, tourism society within the schools. Okay. So once we had a club, we educate them on the attraction side, the benefits of traveling and all those, so they will grow with it. Those days, people see tourism as an entertainment sector. They don't see it as a business sector.
All right, Mr. Amartey Akasabibri, Mr. Joseph Amartey, Executive Director, Tourism Society of Ghana. I know ni edin komo bebre. 15 seconds pe. Can send be to obitim na fe ye ni uninka.
Now we catch Ghanaians. Come 27th, 28th, we are having a tour from Accra to Asimma. We are doing Asimmanso, Asimpraso, Asinkushia. The neatest community in Ghana now is Asinkushia.
Yeah.
Wow.
Come and see, yes. Nanapra Ejinsem, I always clap for him for making sure he's leaving a mark. He's a living legend. And then also the biggest palace in the whole of West Africa is Asinkushia. So So on 27th, 28th, we are having a bus at the Accra Tourist Information Center. You can call 055
055
84
84
50
50
50
50
9.
9.
And
That's
register
the number again. This time
055
055
84
84
50
50
another 50
50
9.
9.
Yes.
And so if somebody wants more information about the Liberty card, they
Call
can,
the
they can
same
still call
number.
them. Last one before we go.
055 84 50 50 9. Or you can visit any of our offices at Accra Art Center or Ajingano branch. When you Google Tourism Society of Ghana, it will give you all our information and you know more about
all
us.
right, thank
you very much.
Joseph Amartey, Tourism Society of Ghana, penning for the back on only Abedin Komo Bebree. Or see, yeah, PA, no apomudin, no adjoining, and tall form. Watch a them watch.